Welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. We are at the tomb's threshold, and I guess we need to camp before we do anything else. Very peculiar camp, but good work. That is a very I like that. Okay. In the blackest hour of night, the general awakes, feeling painfully lethargic. The darkness around is so thick that he can't even see his hand in front of his eyes. The world is silent. He can't even hear the sound of his companions breathing. Then, suddenly, somewhere off to the right... No, it was probably nothing. Now, off to the left, and up, and everywhere around. Rustling, rustling, rustling. Listen. The sound is coming from all directions at once. Soft, disgusting, maddening. It evoked a legion of grave worms wriggling on the stone. Try to wake up. The general's fingers touch the cold stone. He tries to get up but cannot. The ceiling is quite low. It too is cold stone like the floor, and the walls that he can feel to his left and right, each wall at only an arm's length. Rustling, rustling and realization. He's in a stone tomb, and the darkness around is not the night. It's the black darkness of the grave. Try to push against the lid of the tomb. And the general gathers himself to push against the lid of his box, but cannot control his arms. His hands reach uncontrollably for his eyes, first touching with a strange inquisitive interest, pressing slightly, pressing more, then the nails. The general hears himself scream. Magic, he realizes. Now this is a magical nightmare, imbued with Abaddon's magic. He need only wake up, and all this will end. Wake up! What a disgusting night. I can't remember the last time I had such terrible nightmares. General, looks like you didn't get much sleep. Good afternoon, Baron. Sir Cephal summoned me with a sending spell yesterday. I suppose right at the moment you were setting camp. He asked that reinforcements and supplies be brought from Varnhold, and I came as fast as I could. Cephal, keen foresight as ever. Good job. Good job. Hjerdi, report on the situation in Varnhold. Everything seems calm, Baron. The hosts are standing guard, no one is making any trouble. No sign of Cyclopes. Only it's stuffy, you know. I wish I could explain it better, like a storm is building over the city. You should return. They need you there. We are here with the express aim of protecting the city. It's all right, Hjerdi. Wait for us here. Elric and Cephal will go check the supplies you've brought. We might need something for the expedition into the tomb. What were you saying about the city? What do you mean it's stuffy? If I could explain better, I would. It's bad there, like something is going to happen. I talk to the people. Many are having nightmares, always the same. Always about tearing their own eyes out. Fun, isn't it? What is Wullas Gunderson doing? He's hanging about at the tavern, writing and writing for days on end. He's been stranger than usual lately, pale as a ghost, dark circle under his eyes, like he hasn't slept for a few nights. Have any of the men come with you? We need help in the dungeon. Ah, right. Don't need to do that. Show me the supplies, Hjerdi. So much corrosive stuff. I'll just pause while I sell crap. There we go. Now let's open the gates. Well, Cephal, has your magic worked? It doesn't look like anything changed. Yes, the gates will open in a moment or two. Be ready. Keep your weapons and spells at the ready. We don't know what awaits us inside. We do, Baron. Darkness awaits us. We're ready. Has it really begun? Well, Torag bless you all in your deeds and ways. So long. Hjerdi's last words are drowned out by a dull moan that rises over the area. The doors of the ancient dungeon open slowly as if a huge creature is opening its maw. The path in front of you lies open. Some strange magic permeates this dungeon. Let me check what is happening. So, I see. The masters of this place can cast teleportation spells here, but not the guests. Be careful. I'd better level up the group. I'll do that one at a time, pausing while I do it as usual. So here we go. Persuasion, the 2 knowledge skills, use magic device. +1 to strength, and the feat feral wings, and also the cat's grace spell. Now for Baron Varn himself. All of the skills, lots of them. Improved uncanny dodge, and improved 2-weapon fighting. Now Cephal. Yeah, Varn, of course, got +1 to dexterity. Cephal gets +1 to intelligence, so now he has a ridiculous amount of skill points. All of the knowledge skills, the lore skills, mobility up to 3, perception, trickery and use magic device. He gets dimensional steps, which is useful. And then use spells, summon medium elemental, and bone shatter. Now for... I keep forgetting her name. Inara. Inara gets +1 to dexterity and trickery, use magic device, persuasion, mobility, I believe. Perception and persuasion as well. As for the spells, haste and good hope, and for level 1, expeditious retreat. Not that I think we're going to need that very much. Then Tianzeth. +1 to strength. The shatter defenses feat. And +1 to athletics, mobility, trickery, and perception. And finally, again, I keep forgetting the name, Andrei. Here we go. +1 to wisdom, +1 to lore, nature, religion, and perception, and we get the guarded hearth spell-like ability, which doesn't look that bad, actually. That is +5 to all saving throws. Nice.
Our time has come.
I think I'll use that right away, actually, because that is quite useful. Does it affect the entire party? Ah, protects a specified area. Oh well, okay. Let's move on down into the tomb then.
yourselves.
The Cyclops' body disappears like a ghost. Cephal frowns and whispers a spell as he looks around cautiously. I cannot believe... What is this? Where did he go? Cephal, what can you tell us? There was no Cyclops here. We were fighting an illusion. This makes no sense. Was the troop's creator unable to afford real zombie guards, so he created illusions instead? I thought ancient Cyclopes were rich. Possible? But if so, he saved on more than just guards. The wizard touches the wall carving and his hand passes easily through the stone. These walls are simple decorations. Underneath them there are ordinary brick walls, still ancient, but much younger than the Cyclopes. We are surrounded by illusions. Do you mean this isn't a Cyclops tomb? I mean, I have no idea what it is. We must be careful. Who knows what else is hiding behind the illusions here? You're absolutely right. Did everyone hear? Keep your eyes open. Whatever this means, we can't turn back now. This dungeon may be even more mysterious than we supposed, but we will solve all its riddles. Onward!
The path is clear.
That is very peculiar. Just grab all that, thank you very much. Now, where is the Cyclopes king? Maybe over there, or right here, or maybe he doesn't exist at all. You won't fool me. Be gone. You won't fool me. Be gone. She said mere moments before I fooled her again. Oh, mortals, mortals. That doesn't seem too promising. Uncool. And a random dog.
Over here, have a look.
Their life ends here.
Iron Golem.
My skills.
Do I have a depoison spell? Oh, Lion's Claw. Constitution damage and constitution damage. That is not ideal.
I will see this through.
Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos.
We got a new Falcata, the Lion's Claw. That looks quite nice. Although this one does more damage. But critical range of 18 to 20 is tasty.
Tread lightly.
Okay.
Let us be careful.
A starved monster devours you with its fiery eyes. There must be something more to this place. What's the deal with that dog? Okay. The book. Wizard's Notebook. The notebook is filled with arcane formulae, sketches, and notes. The last page reads: Problem. The fools I summon keep trying to leave the castle, while uninvited fools keep trying to sneak in. Solution: a portal maze. A fool who doesn't know the way can keep wandering forever. Observation: fools tend to rush forward blindly. A fool might be so dazzled by an opportunity right in front of him that he would never think of turning around and looking behind his back. Amended solution: anisotropy and non-linearity of portal pathways. A to B does not mean B to A. Belt of Incredible Dexterity +4. We should probably equip that on Varn.
Spare me the details.
Okay, so where does this take us then?
A solid plan.
They didn't handle much.
Well, that was easy.
Watch each other.
A solid plan.
Ugh, red caps.
This strike, my masterpiece.
What is this? The most peculiar plant. Everything in this place is imbued with magic, but nothing near as much as this flower. I think we came in through that one. Which brought us back here? There is no way we can dispel the barrier. We need to find a way to disable it. As I just searching around these portals, they clearly have a common power source.
The path is clear.
Well, if A doesn't always lead to... or A always leads to B, but B doesn't always lead to A, Then what happens if we go in and then out the same one?
Be careful, everyone.
Forwards.
Well, that apparently happened.
You got another one.
Caledorn noble, but there is no way for me to open the door. Where does this go then? Back here. Take the same one out. Brings us back here. Well, this is peculiar. Okay, so here's a new one.
I'll go enemy near.
Did intend to what's this? A greater nightmare. Now I definitely want to cast protection from evil.
Attack! Strike as one. Do not hold back. We shall overcome.
How about you go behind there, Cephal?
On your knees.
This thing can be looted. Amulet of Mighty Fists. That apparently... who is... Tianseth. You should wear that, I think.
Let's head out.
Now I expect that that thing is loose.
The path is clear.
No. It still isn't. Marquise Immolatia. Okay. Chest.
Well, that was easy.
Baron Varn and his companions move further as sounds of their voices are lost in noises and whispers that fill the ancient dungeon. It is like a huge animal sleeping fitfully, grunting, tossing and turning, There is a distant sound of scraping and resounding sighs. The room at the end of the descent seems even more desolate than what came before. As they wade into the darkness that fills the depths, the adventurers freeze before a rectangle of pale light. They stand before a doorway filled with glimmering light. The first to take in the situation, the general asks Cephal about the nature of the light. Magic detection quickly makes it clear that this is a portal. But where does it lead? And what was its business in this dungeon, supposedly sealed long ago for the protection of all Golarion? Grasping for an answer to this question, the general cautiously looks into the doorway from a distance. As if reacting to the presence of living creatures, the light in the doorway dims a little, revealing a familiar view of Varnhold. It seems so placid at first glance, but then, beyond the doorway so closely it seems you could touch them. Townsfolk are leaving their houses. You see Svelid, the cheerful tavern keeper, and behind her walks Carida, swaying like a puppet. They walk to the town cemetery as you look on through the doorway. It's swarming with people. They are staring blindly in front of them, all the citizens of the town. They are digging holes in the ground, moving monotonously, some using tools, some just their bare hands. Svelid comes close to one such hole, clumsily trips over the edge and disappears. With her usual nonchalance, Carida begins to throw dirt into the hole. Neither of women screams or yells. It's as if nothing strange is happening. When you turn to the others, it becomes clear that their eyes have been poked out. The general freezes, waiting to see how things unfold and how his companions react. Beyond the arc of the portal, the scenery quickly becomes empty. Having completed their horrific work at the cemetery, the remaining citizens walk away and out of sight. Baron Varn reaches for his weapon. If this dungeon is connected to Varnhold by a portal, he says slowly, and his eyes grow darker with each word. That means that whatever was locked in here might have gotten out, and right into the center of town.
Varn, do not be rash. I need time to examine the portal and the magic in the area. I must...
We're out of time. The citizens of the town can still be saved, but we must act at once. However, we cannot go through the portal together. The greatest danger may still wait for us here in the dungeon. You, my general, must take command of the rest of the group. Root out at any cost what has been hiding itself away in this dungeon. Varnhold is my town, and my responsibility.
Splitting up now is unwise.
Alas, there is no other choice. We've been through worse, right, fellows? Good luck to each of you. Keep count of how many foes you defeat. When we meet again, we'll boast our tallies. And the loser is buying the drinks.
Oh dear. Magar disappears into the portal and it lights up with a bright white and blue light, nearly blinding you for a moment. When the light fades, a regular door remains where the portal once stood. Shrill female laughter can be heard from all directions. Then you hear a flirtatious voice, one you've heard before here in the dungeon. Ah, such a pity. The Baron won't be attending the Marquis's reception. But there is another reception awaiting him, yes. The invitations have been sent, and soon guests will be summoned to the host's door. What have you done to Magar? She played us, Cephal hisses. So far he'd remained quiet, obviously busy with some magic. All of us. The portal that transported Magar was real, but what it showed us was an illusion. How are we ever going to find out what is happening to Varnhold, and to that stubborn boy fool enough to be a baron? Your frightened confusion is so sweet, such a delicious feeling. Enjoy it for now. I will meet with you later. What was that, Cephal? I cannot say. Nothing is what it seems in this cursed dungeon. Everything is false. We must get to the bottom of this, and we will. We just need to keep going. We have been ordered to go onward. We must proceed. Right. Perhaps Magar was lured from here with the aim of weakening the group, or perhaps they hoped we would all dash through the portal to protect the town. But our purpose is true. Whoever is playing this tricks on us, we will not be able to keep it up forever. Onward. That's a nice little cliffhanger for the next episode then. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all then.